Alright guys, welcome to the shop. My name's Frank. I just finished welding up the grousers to the tracks. We left off last episode. I was in the midst of doing that, so it took another 2 days, a couple of sessions over 2 days to weld up the other tracks. I figured there are 124 bars times 6, 744 welds. So each bar has 6 welds. So I took it out, pushed some dirt around, and you've just seen that, and everything seemed to work fine. I did get to the point where I was actually in the dirt spinning this track because there was a stump underneath the first pile of dirt I started to push. There was a stump, so it was stopping me from pushing it over. The dirt that had the debris, logs and stuff in it, there was a stump there, so that's why it was stopped it, and it just spun this track. I have to check my relief valves on the, let's see, that's the rear transmission. I think I've got a leak, the relief valves. I need to replace the relief valves. Now I'm going to actually replace all 4 because even though the ones on the front hydro, there are a pair of relief valves on each hydrostat, and if the relief valve is not working properly, then you don't get output from the hydrostat. So, and there's 2 of them, one for forward and one for reverse. I feel like one is leaking, and they're old, so I mean it's not surprising at all that they're leaking. All right, so let's take a look at the relief valves on this tractor. All right, so the relief valves are the 2 hex heads with the little buttons in the middle of them, with the light shining on them. There's one on this side and there's one on the other side. So those are the 2 relief valves. I have a bunch more of them. I'll show you what they look like. Get this bag open. See, these are all in smaller bags. All right, so this is what one of the relief valves looks like. This is the release button. So this is the type of valve that was used on Cub Cadets up until the mid-70s about. These are standard release valves, sometimes called relief valves or release valves. They release the pressure in the hydrostat so that you can push it a little bit. Then you push this button down, it releases the pressure, and then you can push the tractor. And the early tractors had a little lever on the side that accomplished that, push these buttons in. Mid-70s they came out with a different style valve. I don't have one here. I thought I had some auto release valves. They're taller than these and they release automatically. Alright, so you can see on this spare, these are the old style relief valves here. Alright, so that's just a transmission. All right, so this is a newer one. This has relief valves. This has the automatic release relief valves. There's no button. This section is taller, and there's no button for release. I might pull these valves out and put them in. Matter of fact, I should try that, and I can put a pair of the older ones back in here. I don't plan to use this Hydrostat anytime soon. This came out of a 1211, I'm not sure, different tractor, Cub Cadet, a newer Cub Cadet from the would have come out of a Cub Cadet from the mid-80s. Okay, so that's what the relief valves look like. The guy that rebuilds these valves, he's called MacTech Direct, and I think it's Mach, M-A-C-H, Tech, T-E-K, I think, direct.com, something like that. And he rebuilds them for $35 a piece, and there's a small discount if you get more than one rebuilt. So you mail these off to him, and he rebuilds them and sends them back to you. So there's external O-rings, one up here, one down here. There's a plastic ring, and then I believe he turns this end off and replaces internal parts, and then welds the end back on. So that's part of the rebuilding process. He does sell, MacTech Direct does sell these valves for about $100 a piece, but the going retail price at most parts suppliers, certainly if you go to the Cub Cadet dealer, you're going to pay almost $200 a piece for them. So, all right, I need to send. I have some auto valves someplace, and that's what I want to send back to him to have rebuilt, or the auto release valves. That way you don't have to press these buttons down to push the tractor. So, all right, everything you ever wanted to know about Cub Cadet hydrostatic relief valves, and maybe then some. All right. But otherwise, it performed well. I took it down the hill, which is about, I mean, probably in the video, you can't see how steep the hill is. It's a pretty good hill. And pushed around a pile of dirt down at the bottom of the hill there by the trailers. I really don't have anything else here other than my driveway and the woods around me and that one pile of dirt for me to push around to demonstrate this any more than that. I didn't have any other issues with the tractor. I wish I do have, well, I do have one issue, and that is I need to be able to tip the blade up more, because when I push dirt, I don't want to pull it back. I want to tip the blade up, and I don't have enough capacity to do that. So I think I need a different cylinder. I need a longer throw cylinder. This tilt cylinder here only has 4 inches of throw, and it's full up. I moved it up to here, but then I can't lower the blade enough. So, you know, I put this on last time, this connection point. When I moved it from the lower point to this one, then I couldn't lower the blade enough. So what I need is a one with about a 5 or 6 inch throw, and then hook it up here so that I can tilt the blade up higher. So, or I need to come up with some other arrangement to do that. Not sure. Think about that. But you know, the rest of the blade controls work fine. The tractor ran fine. I'm surprised, to be honest with you, I'm surprised that I spun this track. When I hit the stump there, pushing that first pile of dirt, the tractor stopped, and this track continued and just spun. I didn't think I had the mechanical advantage with the 14 horsepower to do that to the track. So, I mean, that just shows for, you know, even the 14 horsepower is enough to spin the track with these bars on it. So that's, I figured it would stall the engine before it would spin the track, but not the case. So, all right, we'll come back tomorrow, work on the... Here's my puppies. It's my Butchie boy and my Brutus. Brutus, or Brew, call him. What a sweet puppy. I don't know. I wonder if anybody would like a treat. Do you think? Brutus, would you like a treat? Where are the treats? Where are the treats? You know where the treats are? Are they up here? You might want to get down. You need to get down and sit. You need to sit. Take them outside here so they can't steal each other's treats. It's a beautiful day today. It's probably 60 degrees at least. It is February 17th. Got a spell of nice warm weather here. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. We spent most of the time outside playing with the dozer in the dirt. I have on order a replacement tilt cylinder. So when that comes, we'll replace the cylinder here that is too short for this application. And I'll show you how we do that. We'll come back next time to work on the axle support members, axle support assembly. And so what this will be is a standoff, like a C-channel welded to the track frame that will stand off about 3 inches. And then off of that we'll have plates which will stick out past the center point on this wheel. There'll be a 1-inch axle welded in there, and it will come out and the plate will have a bearing to support that. So it will support the outboard end of this drive sprocket. The idler wheel back here, it'll extend past, it'll be out past this point, which is why it has to be a 3-inch standoff to clear the tensioner assembly, and also, you know, to clear these lug nuts on the various wheels. Again, we'll have a spindle stub shaft coming out a couple 3.5 inches or so from this wheel, all 4 of the wheels. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, share with your friends if they have similar interests. We'll see you guys next time.